Invest your 6 months. Trust the entire journey. Trust the material and trust the classes. It is our responsibility to give your JRF. Hello everyone, welcome you all to the 𝐻𝐴CHIEVERSADDA. So guys, as part of the UGC NET December 2023 results topper talk series, welcome you all. And today with us another topper who qualified for the JRF in history with a 224 marks out of 300. The score you can see 224, which means both paper 1, paper 2 together crossing 200 is a big task in this recent examination, but she has qualified with a 224. So that is Mizi Singh, JRF in history with a 224. Congratulations to you, Mizi. And because this is not just a simple JRF, this is JRF with a 224 marks. That is additional success to you. And let us try to interact with her. Before going to talk with her, I'll show her scorecard to you so that you can see her marks also in both the ways. Here in paper 1, she has almost got 80 marks. In paper 2, 144. Put together 224 and she qualified JRF in history. And she referred paper 1 our classes majorly and 80 marks, which means to be a 40 questions out of 50 questions. That is a great score because previous Rashmira used to be there in June 2023. She is from our class. She almost qualified with a 45 questions correct out of 50. But this time, don't know what happened to in any shift. Nobody is there who crossed 40. She is the one, and the other candidate is there who are equal to 40. So this is the maximum score as of now. Let's see any other person will come, but I wish she is the one. Achieved a great mark in paper 1 and in paper 2 also. She and her if you listen to her core area, she will tell. So there is a one surprise also is going to be there. How she is able to manage to 140. Let us interact with her and get to know more into the insights of the preparation of Mizi. So Mizi, congratulations to you first. And how you are feeling about it?
I am elated, sir, because I did not think it will be possible soon. I started in 2022.
Okay.
So,
Your first
and
attempt was
as I
2022.
yeah, in 2022. So that June attempt was my first attempt at that time. After that, I kept preparing for it. It was a long journey for me because I had switched from civil engineering to history.
This is a surprise.
I am actually actually I am a tech graduate, so I switched from there to history, and that's why it took me long till now. And obviously, it gives happiness that I cleared this examination because it did not seem possible for me. I had seen the questions before. History seemed tough. It was not actual normal history that we see in schools or colleges or in other government exams. Some of the questions were like from where they are coming, we were clueless in last 3 examinations. But this time I did it.
In any of the paper 2, actually typical level is increasing. Even if you look at the commerce or the history or the management,
Yes, sir.
the difficulty level is increasing.
Yeah, from the previous years, it has already increased now.
Yes. And one thing to be noted, guys, she has completed her graduation as a BTech, shifted to history. She has done MA history after the graduation in BTech. So understand how much pain she took to start from the basics of the history to learn. Finally, after 4 attempts, in the previous 3 attempts, she has not qualified for even NET also. For a continuous preparation, now she is on the standing of the JRF with the highest marks in their paper 2 and paper 1 also, both together. So 224 is not a joke. With this type of question paper is not at all a joke that she has cracked it. And hands off to her for switching the career from the BTech to history. This is what's surprising. Actually, before starting interview also, that is what she was telling. Fully surprised one. And if I go into the details of the UGC NET preparation, Mizi. So for
Yes, sir.
paper one, how you used to prepare for paper one?
So primarily, I have already prepared from your classes only that you took on an academy
Yes.
for environment. And as you said, that for environment, don't take a lot of tension. Stick to the basic questions. So that was what I did for the exams. For RA, research aptitude and logical reasoning, I depended heavily on your classes. Because that is something none of us might have studied in schools or colleges before.
New topic.
It is, yeah, it is newly introduced to us. So
Yes.
that was, I'd already told you before that, sir, RA is difficult for me and I am depending on you for clearing it. So I studied RA from your classes. Before this examination, I did that marathon series you did on YouTube for ICT. It might have been 7 hours or something.
Yes.
That plus for LR, your charts. I refer to the charts that you had prepared. And you also gave the links to the previous year questions in that, or some of the practice questions that you gave.
Right.
So I did those questions, practice those questions, and as everyone knows that from LR we get just the same questions. It's just that words differ there.
Correct. Correct. True.
So that was what I.
If anybody analyze the trend like her, na, you will understand because words are only changing in the LR. LR is a typical unit that everybody feels. But once you understand the main funda of the LR, na, you will play a game. With the 5 questions, you can get 10 marks easily. And how about the remaining units?
So communication also I did from your classes. Higher education, in higher education, most of the time we have questions from the history portion, like
Correct.
some of the education commissions that were set up. So that those are something that we have already done in our history classes. Then there is NEP and all. For that, I had already done Niharika ma'am's classes in the beginning. So that was the one topic for which I had referred to her. And besides that, teaching aptitude is generally a basic common sense, what you can do with the learners.
Correct.
Which, if anyone is a learner or if anyone is a teacher himself or herself, they will know what's the current trend in teaching. So TA is just common sense.
Okay.
Besides Bloom's classification and all, for that also you had taken the classes afterwards, after doing the first 5 units, and then you also did classes on those. So I took your notes
Except,
and
like you are
studied.
saying, except the factual things. The conceptual things
Yeah.
are very regular in nature to learn.
Yeah.
Because factual thing, whoever given a theories, we need to learn those theories. That is the only thing we need to learn in
Yes, sir.
factually. And if I can ask you specifically about the 2 units, those are 2 practical units, data interpretation and mathematical reasoning. How many questions you made it correct in data interpretation? And how much
Sir,
time
in
that you
both,
took?
so time I did not calculate, but actually I use the traditional method because I've already told you I'm a tech graduate. So I do maths not by shortcuts. I do it traditionally only. And I managed to do it because I have done those things regularly while I was preparing for my FCAT examination. So I have done mathematical questions. Maths is all about practicing.
Correct.
I was also not good at maths, sir. In the beginning, I was not good. I was so bad that I used to fail in the classes. My maths teacher was also surprised when I got 80% in my board examination. So for that, it only came from practice. There is no magic in maths that it will happen suddenly. Some of the times, conceptual question, this time a conceptual question came from standard deviation, but that does not come always.
Yes.
So that is something that we can miss, but basic things that profit loss and simple interest, compound interest, those are some things that some of the things that if you have prepared or if you have
Previous
practiced,
question.
you can already do. Every day if we give 1 hour each, if someone has not already, someone is not from maths field, So if they give 1 hour each for 6 months, maybe they'll also be able to do the DI as well as the mathematical parts. And
Correct.
this time, all the times in DI, I have already made it 5 out of 5
5 out this
in
time
all
on,
my. Yes, sir.
in both these units.
Yeah, DI as well as maths.
Great. Total 10, 20 marks there only. How about reading comprehension?
That too, sir.
That too. So total 15
Yeah.
questions, 30 marks. Katam here only.
Yeah.
Great, 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 great. So in which unit you lost that 10 marks?
I get some of the questions from research part, and also from I guess this
Environment.
higher education.
Acha, higher education.
Higher education. Yeah, because I did some blunders there. That's why
Okay.
we
So I
get
think
we
the
get
higher
related.
education, not the history related question, maybe. That is why you made a mistake.
No, sir, in history related question, because I got a lot elated when I saw the paper. I was doing good there. Yeah, I did history paper. That was good. And then I came to paper one. Paper one also DI and everything went well. So I guess I got a lot happier and I started doing mistakes there.
Okay. So, and how about the previous year questions, importance in the preparation?
In previous years also, sir, for paper one, I have always made it. It was always 35 or 38 like that. But where I lagged was paper two. And
Okay.
I've already told you the reason, that I had to start from scratch.
Correct. My question is like how to solve like how many years of previous year question need to solve, and how to solve the previous year question. Is it required or not required?
So previous year questions are definitely required whenever we are preparing for any exam. And I do practice previous year questions, but only for LR and RA I did that.
Okay.
Some of the questions from communication I had already done from your classes, which we were practicing while we were doing the theory session. At that time only, when it ended, you gave us a practice session for that. So those we have done, and that helps a lot, because even if they make a fresh question, they can never lose the originality.
Okay. Correct.
Something or the somehow or the other, it will be related to your PYQs. That's why PYQs are important.
Concepts will repeat. Question framing may be a new.
Yeah.
And next one, when it comes to the mock test series. So is it required to give the mock? Have you given the mock? Full length mocks?
I have given, sir, but not many.
Not many.
But I think that if someone is not very proficient in reading comprehension and maths part and DI, they should do it.
On
At
CBT.
least before the exam. Yeah, for these two units, they should do it before the examination. At least 2 to 3 weeks before the examination, they should attempt doing it. Because in exam, we don't have much time. And sometimes DI comes very lengthy. This time also, it came it was quite lengthy. We had to do two calculations for every for one question we had to do 2 calculations. So it will come from practice only.
Practice that too on the CBT mode, because the CBT mode interaction is much necessary before going to the actual exam. On the paper,
Yes, sir,
we can solve
because
for the handwritten, like to solve the question on the paper, we can solve. But for
yes, sir.
display purpose, we have to use our laptop for the CBT mock interface is required, that to NTA interface. Because
Yes,
sometimes
sir, because in the examination hall, I saw some of the candidates were still struggling with the screen. Not when DI, not the entire question can come in one frame. So if you have already practiced how to manage that, how to scroll that, then you will not be asking the examiner how to do it. And you have already practiced it from your mocks. So that is also an easier thing. That's why mocks are preferred, because you'll be familiar with the screen management.
True. Those who are not much familiar with the computer, you have to practice first. For others who are familiar, they can manage almost 99% they can manage. For a question practice purpose, they can do it. But those who are not familiar, you have to adopt to the CBT practice that is necessary. And when it comes to the note making, do you used to have any self notes from the PYQs or from the theoretical portion?
For history, I did. For paper one, I did not.
You
Paper
did.
one, I refer to your notes.
Okay. So you used to take a print and directly follow them.
Yeah, in PDF mode only.
Okay.
I studied from that. In all the examinations, a few weeks before the exam, I always go through the subjects of paper one. I have never neglected it. And this time, I think it benefited me a lot. History alone cannot, means core subject alone cannot make you clear JRF or NET.
Correct.
It has to be both.
Yeah, this question also. By concentrating more on one single paper, either it is a paper one or paper two, you will lose the edge.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
It's not very easy. Means I guess if someone is very intelligent in their core subject, it's like they have crammed up all the things that is there, which is not possible, as we all know. Course is vast. We do not know from where questions can come. So, sir, I guess we will have to depend on both the papers for clearing the exam.
Average is required. Average of the both paper is must and should. So she got 80 and here 144, almost 144, right? 144
Yes,
out of 200. Almost it is coming 75% in paper 2. So that much score is also not easy to get into 144 because crossing 120 itself is people are struggling in many of the paper 2s. I don't know remaining people in the JRF history how much score they have done. She will be the top. I believe she is the top. Is there any other one in the
what 𝐸𝐻 sir has said, according to that, till now I am.
You are the top, right?
Rest I don't know.
I believe even if you look at the cutoff sheet also, that is what the score, which is high. So that's about Mizi's journey from BTech graduate to MA history in post-graduation. Now, after the 3 attempts, nothing is cleared. June 2022, December 2022, June 2023. Continuously has given. So not even qualified for the NET. This time,
Yes,
not only NET, with a JRF, that too with the highest marks. Possibly, she will be the All India rank #1 in JRF history. That is what I believe.
That is
for the cutoff sheet.
very hard to say.
Yes. Congratulations and very nice to hear. Actually, truly inspirational to many of the aspirants. And paper one also, you have done highest score out of all. Comparatively to any other one, 80 score is the highest in paper one. So very happy for that. And thanks for being my learner. And you have attended my classes. And finally,
so much,
what is
sir.
your words? Finally, what your words for the upcoming who are going to start the preparation?
As I've already told you, sir, that first thing we cannot give up. That it's like many people at young age, they are giving it up. If you are not seriously considering JRF, then might be you can give up. But if you are seriously considering it, at least give it a try until you are 30. Don't just leave it in the middle.
This is
And
important.
second thing, never rely on one paper alone. Both the papers are equally important. Afterwards, once you get in research field, once you have got your JRF, then you can focus on your core subject. And paper one requires at most, sir, what I have seen till now. In the beginning 6 months when I had joined an academy and took your classes, at that time I took paper one classes seriously, very seriously. I did not miss them. And after that, I studied from your notes. So once you have done it seriously for 6 months, after that, you can rely on PYQs, you can rely on notes, and rest all will be done. So it's not like that one paper alone can help you crack it. Maybe you can crack NET, but JRF is a far-fetched thing.
First one suggestion is excellent suggestion. Actually, those who are crossing that, because majority of the crowd of UGC NET is housewives or married people who are having a responsibility and all. She's saying clearly that at least till the age of 30 you can try. At
I
least
did not marry for that. I was having familial pressure that you should marry by this age. But I said until I have cleared it or I have joined a place, I'm not going to marry.
finally done. So
Yes, sir.
one step accomplished. Now the next step is going to start. All the very best for your PhD. So try to do it in
Thank you, sir.
certain national important institutions only. So because you are capable
Yes.
and you will do it, I know. And Mizi Singh JRF now to Dr. Mizi Singh will see very soon after 5 years.
Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
so
Thank you
much,
for your
Mizi, for
wishes.
sharing your study preparation and all the very best.
Thank you, sir.